Welcome to Chatterbox Besties with Brenda and Ricki. We're two besties sharing news, gift ideas, and lifestyle hacks to turn ordinary days into a 10 plus.
Hi, everyone. We're so excited to get back to chatting with all of you and to fill you in on what we've been up to and what's coming up. And we know that what's coming up is Valentine's Day. We've got lots of great ideas for what to do and what to buy for the Valentines in your life and for your besties.
Yes, we can't wait to talk about all that. But first, let's catch up because the last time we spoke, we were wrapping up the new year and starting fresh, talking about how to approach resolutions and why it's empowering to go outside of your comfort zone on some of your goals for 2025, whether professionally or personally. And one of the things that Ricki shared with us was one of her bucket list items, participating in Chicago's Polar Plunge, which, if you don't know what that is, it's an event on a specific date in January that's set by the Polar Plunge Club, no matter the weather. You sign up and you collect funds to raise money, and you basically jump into Lake Michigan with all of your best friends off of Oak Street Beach, no matter the weather. And let's find out how Ricki did. I know so many of you have been asking, did she do it? And did she have challenges that she worked through leading up to the day? So Ricki, let's talk about this. And number one, first refresh us. Why was the Polar Plunge on your bucket list?
This was the big one, guys. Okay, first of all, I am weird. I absolutely love cold weather. Always, I've just used it just to enjoy everything about the environment. And I used to wake up my kids when it snowed, so they'd be the first one out there to go sledding and to hear the first crunch of that pure white snow. So,
Love it.
and the weird thing is, I'm hypothyroid. I'm supposed to be cold all the time, but because I'm left-handed, everything about me is backwards. So it can be below zero, and I'm the one out there shoveling all the snow with everyone because I just love it so much. So I had this on my list. Every year I put it on my list. And this year, because of Brenda, I thought, okay, I'll sign up for it. That's one step closer. I'm not going to do it. I am going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I am going to do it. And we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Well, tell us. It's so great that you want to do it. I mean, I know I was blown away when you said that was on your bucket list because I know you and I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. So tell us, go through like what your mind went through leading up to that day. And then, I know it was a lot. And so reveal to us whether or not you actually, took the challenge.
Okay. So, first of all, no one can predict tomorrow. That's why bucket list and goals are so important. And I kept telling myself that, and I thought, okay, I'm a little bit closer. Maybe that's good enough. But to be honest, all the things just lined up. It was a beautiful sunny day. It was warm for for January in Chicago. And so I thought, okay, the morning of, I said yes. And when I got there, they had to bulldoze the ice away from the lake.
Oh my gosh.
And then they made these little steps, but all I could see, it really was a hill, but to me it was a mountain. And I didn't know what was beyond it, but I thought, like the little train, I can do this. I can do this. It's not that far. I'll just do it. So what was interesting for me was I had a lot of conflicting emotions. And usually I have one emotion, but I don't have conflicting emotions. So I thought, am I crazy? Why am I doing this? I didn't officially decide, as I mentioned, until the morning of, but I went back and forth between pure terror and exhilaration. And those are two things that should not live next to each other, is all I'm saying.
I love it.
But I did do it. I'm proud of myself for doing it. It was a lot of fun. They had the largest group they've ever had. There were over 1,000 people. The
Wow.
costumes were insane. Every age group, every body size, everything was there. And I was kind of proud of myself for doing it. So that was my experience.
Oh my gosh. We're so incredibly proud of you. Well, I mean, full disclosure, she did not even tell me. I was like texting her that morning because I wanted to ask her a couple questions about something and she didn't respond, which she always responds. I'm like, wait a minute, you're doing it, aren't you? And then yeah, so it's so cool. And I know you've been talking so long about it. You wanted to do it, you struggled, you flipped flop. Why are you doing this? And you did it. That is so incredible. You got out of your comfort zone and you kind of pushed yourself. And
Oh, I
yeah,
just have
I
to mention one more thing about it.
sure.
Because there were so many people, there were 1,000 participants, but I wore the lighted beanie hat so that my husband could find. I can't tell you how many people told me the light on my hat is on. And it's like, I know it's so my husband can find me. And of course, everyone around me saw the light except him.
Hilarious. That lighted beanie has so many uses.
Yes.
Unreal. Unreal.
Yes.
I love that you did that. Oh, crazy. Well, you did it. And that is just so incredible. And we can't wait to I have some great photos from her husband that she posted that he sent to me after the fact. So we'll definitely be posting that so you can see how excited Ricki was. And so we're so, oh my gosh, congratulations. And
Thank you.
if you recall from our last podcast, we talked about writing things down that you've done that you're really proud of and put it into the jar. And I'm sure, Ricki, this is going into your jar, isn't it?
It's going into my jar because honestly, we don't give ourselves enough credit for our own accomplishments. And I'm probably the worst. So I have an empty jar with one sad little lonely piece of paper.
Well, big, it's a big one. It's a big accomplishment.
Thank you. Thank you. But it's also important not only to put in, it can be happy moments, it can be goals, it can be funny stories, whatever, but also date it because at the end of the year, you're going to see if you line them all up by date, you're going to see how far you've come and you can give yourself a pat on the back. So I'm looking forward to that. We can talk about it next December.
I love it. Yeah, you really are raising the bar for what we all need to do for this new
Oh my
year. So
God.
congrats again.
Thank
So,
you.
so, so excited. And so that kind of leads me to talk about New Year's mantras. And I know I recently shared this with Ricki that every year I've learned to try to develop my own mantra for the year. I fully believe that if you reflect on the past year and try to come up with a little saying for the upcoming year that's kind of just tailored for you and based on your reflections and how you feel the past year went and how you want things to go in the future, in the following year. And as I reflected on my own life, I decided that I wanted to approach things for 2024 was to just do it. I mean, we all know that slogan, but for me, it was perfect because I tend to be very detail and research oriented, and I can fall into that perfectionist mode. And honestly, it sometimes holds me back from moving forward because do I have enough information? Is this the right move? And I worked a lot into realizing that about myself. And I decided that I had to figure out a mantra that would help me move the needle forward a bit more. And that was it. Just do it. And it was incredible because when I look back on the year, I see so many things that I leaned into and made happen that I had thought about for like a number of years. And of course, one of which is starting this podcast with Ricki. And so I do feel like whenever you feel like you need to have a year that's a little more elevated because you've done the things that you've been thinking about, try to formulate in a few words, what that means to you and what would maybe give you a little bit of motivation. And think about it as you go through the year. So, it's different than having like resolutions, which, we all know that kind of falls by the wayside. But if you have a little saying that you can kind of think about as you're making decisions and deciding, how to be guided if you're on the fence. And a lot of times it can be fear that's holding you back. And if you truly believe that something can help you reach a goal or enrich and elevate your life and it'll make you feel on top of your game if you go for it. And so that for me has been really, really helpful.
So
So,
I just heard Mel Robbins talking, and she was talking about the Just Do It slogan. And do you know what the most important part of the Just Do It slogan is? It's the word just. And we all think it's about doing it, and it's more important to just. And that was kind of how I approached the polar plunge. I felt like, okay, I put it out there. Now I'm going to be committed. And then I signed up for it. Now I'm going to be committed. That's good enough. I don't have to do anymore. And then
mhm.
I thought, okay, why aren't you doing it? Just do it. Just. So my mantra, I think, is going to be just.
I love it. I love it. And look at you did it. And it was something on your list for so long. So kudos to you. That's amazing.
Thank you. So, do you want to talk about Valentine's Day gifts? Because those are always so fun.
Yes, let's move into Valentine's Day because it's one of my favorite times of the year.
Okay, so we're going to start with couples. And the first one on the list is Comme Si Boxer pants. These are the cutest striped, red and white striped pajama bottoms. They're going to be your favorite lounge or sleepwear. They're soft, they're perfect roomy fit, and they are a dream to let the day melt away. It's so much fun. And they're unisex, so you guys can match.
They're just so cute. I definitely need to look into those. They look adorable. Then the next item that's really, really fun, and it can, for couples, it's one person can get it for the other, and you can both enjoy them. This rose bubble box. Okay, these bubble boxes are absolutely incredible. You get this beautifully packaged box, and the recipient opens the box, and presto, this huge bubble party happens like right in front of you. I think the bubbles shoot up like, I don't even know, like 4 feet at least. It's so crazy. Get a little drama, you get a little cake, so much excitement. It's really fantastic entertainment. We actually experienced this bubble box a couple of weeks ago at a restaurant, and literally the entire restaurant, they were like on top of us. Like, what the heck is that? And how do we get it? So, if you want to really mesmerize and delight your significant other, or really anyone that you want to kind of share this with, this is really the most beautiful and like incredible gift idea. And as a bonus, like won't even know this because you'll be so thrilled with just the whole bubble explosion. There are several donuts individually wrapped that are tucked into the bottle. So you have like a little treat after you're done with this bubble box. And like for me, like I don't even want to reopen it because I don't want the bubbles to ever end. But like it works over and over again when you open it. So it's really a fun and impactful gift idea. It's so cool.
It is great. And actually, this company has lots of things like this. If you don't want to give that, it's worth checking out. Definitely. The next one I think is really sweet. It's a personalized book of you and whomever you want to share with. You can capture your unique love story in a customized book about your relationship. What better way to deliver your heartfelt love to your favorite person that they'll have to explore time and time again? It's really sweet.
Customized gifts, I think, are so cute because it shows thought and you personalize them and you took the time. This next item is called how is a name-tini book. How to make a name, so like your name, so like how to make a Ricki teeny book. So it's all about making different types of cocktails. It's a cocktail recipe book. And basically they personalize it with whose ever name. So you can learn all about these different cocktail recipes and they kind of personalize each recipe with the name. And so you get this book of recipes that's created for these signature drinks. And I think it's a really fun idea, especially if you like having different cocktails, with your significant other when you go out, or if you like being your own personal mixologist at home. It has lots of recipes. It's gorgeous illustrations, 29 recipes. And the nice part about this is it's printed and shipped in 2 to 4 working days. So you're not too late to get something cool like this. You can also include personal photos if you have any toast that you've given to each other over the years. You can include that. Bar signs if you have favorite places that you frequent. I think it's a really, really cool idea for the cocktail lover in your life.
And it's beautifully illustrated as well. Just had to throw that in.
Yeah.
The next one is a real favorite of mine. It's a custom song. It's an original song created from your memories, experiences, feelings to share with your bestie, your lover, whomever. Starts at about $180, but in a mere 7 working days, it's professional sounding. And frankly, how many ways can you say, I love you? I mean, seriously, who would not love that?
That is such a cool idea. I mean, I think I would be crying if I got something like that. I think it's so cool.
You just go in your car and you turn it on, and there's the song
Yeah,
playing. They go, oh my God, that's me. It's
I
very,
know.
very sweet.
It's so special. Love, love, love that's out there. Another item that I think is so cute, it's called the Timeless hoodie. It's this really cute, cozy hoodie sweatshirt with custom embroidered Roman numerals. So, Roman numerals of a special date that you might share, with your significant other. So, maybe the date you got married or when you met or just anything that's a special connection. And it's let's see, it was $100. It looks like it's on sale for 80. Hopefully it still is when you go check it out. I think it's a great thing to do like a his and hers. I actually love the idea. So you can celebrate your timeless connection with a special date. And again, Roman numerals is such a unique and classy way to sort of have that on a sweatshirt. It kind of symbolizes your everlasting love. It comes in lots of colors, as does the stitching. I actually think it's a cute idea, even for newlyweds or, just anybody celebrating. And it just really, you kind of wear it together or separately, and you think about each other. It's a really nice quality, classy item. Oh, the next one is line art sketches of your home or other items. So, who wouldn't love a line art sketch of your home, of perhaps you as a couple, or maybe your pet, etc.? Really fine sketching, and you can have it framed. And these memories with this personal and beautifully rendered sketching of meaningful moments, it's really a piece of art that's worth cherishing for a lifetime. I really, really think that's a cool idea that is very unique and special that you can share in your home together forever.
So the next one is really fun. It's a custom bobblehead. So it is a bobblehead of whomever you want to share it with, and it can either be a standing bobblehead or a sitting one with a heart. The attention to detail is insane, and it's about as realistic as possible. It's about 6 inches tall, and the comparison to the real deal is literally uncanny.
Bobbleheads are so fun, and I haven't really thought about bobbleheads in a long time, but it always makes you smile. So I think that's a really cute thing to have, like sitting in your office or wherever. I think that's a really fun idea. The next item is so I'm just going to say it right, the Wakako Mini Presso Portable Espresso Machine. So for all of you coffee lovers and caffeine like addicted peeps, you can now have a espresso machine on the go, which is so cool. You can savor all the varieties of ground coffee and enjoy an authentic espresso on the go anytime, anywhere. All you need is hot water and your coffee. It's compact, lightweight, and sturdy, and it's great taste. And it's so fun to have this little small little appliance that's on the go, and it's a really, gets you that little caffeine fix whenever you might need it. I think it's a really cool product.
So the next one is for everyone who says, "What should we do tonight?" I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And you end up staying home watching TV and doing nothing. These are Rio scratch off adventure cards. There's 50 unique scratch off adventures by state, by city. They're adding more every day. Each box of cards spreads kindness to spread love everywhere. It's $64, but it's a whole year of fun. It's classic, it's unique experiences that wait. And get off the couch. Don't be bored anymore. And you don't even have to look for things to do because they tell you what to do. It's really fun.
Yeah, I love that, especially that it's customized by your own city, state. So I think, yeah, it's always fun to have unique ideas to elevate your time together. So love that.
And 5-star ratings abound. And a lot of people wrote in, "Oh, I live in this city and I never knew X was there." So it takes
Yes,
you to
that's so
places you've never
true.
been. So again, with our strategy of living your life 10 plus, we're helping you do that with these adventures.
Love it.
Okay, we have two more items for just women, but we couldn't leave them off the list. One is the Anna Hinmark makeup pouch. It's a little pricey, but it's a forever present. And it's a must for long and short hauls where everything has its place and its own address. It's the perfect carrying case where for your makeup needs with separate, I'm just going to use the word houses for your brushes and makeup. Some things go together, but they shouldn't live together or they should have their own home. That's why I liked it. We chose
Love
the
it.
magenta color because of Valentine's Day, but it does come in a lot of colors. And you also have the optimization for personalization if you want.
I love the organization of this product. I think every one of us needs this. It's beautiful. However, I do want to mention this other pouch that we came across. It is the cutest hand beaded BFF pouch. It's an exclusive design, actually carried at Space 519 in Chicago, but you can get it online. It's $52. And this pouch, what does BFF stand for? Not what you would think. It's start filling it with your BFF Botox filler and facial funds. So one side it says BFF and the other side it says Botox filler facial funds. And we all know that we're, trying to look as maximize our youthfulness as much as possible. And so having a little stash for some of those needs is always nice so you can prioritize yourself. And what better way to do it, with a cute hand beaded pouch. It's adorable and a really fun gift to give to your bestie or whoever, another, I would say primarily female friend, whether it's your sister or whatever, whoever you're really close to, I think will get a kick out of it.
Okay, so now we're on to kids. And we found these cute squishy pens. I don't know how to pronounce the company. I think it's Bunmo. And it's 19.99 for 12 pens. And basically, it's move over stuffies. We've got these adorable squishy pens for writing, doodling, drawing. It gets them off the iPad. It gets them to be creative. They have scented glitter refills for long-lasting fun and creativity, but it's also a great calming, satisfying, and comfortable tool to hold. So it has a double whammy on it.
They're really, really cute. Another cute gift idea for a child is if you give a mouse a Valentine book. So it's a board book based on if you give a mouse a cookie, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. It's adorable. This book follows the mouse as he makes personalized Valentine's Day card for all of his besties. And each one represents the quality he loves most about each of them. I love that so much as far as an educational way to sort of show how people share the things they love about each other, such as the pig being an extraordinary dancer. And there's even a surprise at the end, which makes it great fun for all. So you'll have to get the book to check it out.
The next one is Mr. Steal Your Heart t-shirt. I actually gave this to my grandson. So it, even though it's kind of a Valentine's Day gift, it's cute any time of the year. It is a really nice, high quality cotton t-shirt with bold black writing that says, Mr. Steal Your Heart. And it's really, really special. Also, I want to say it's from Etsy, but it arrives very fast.
And it really is adorable. I mean, who wouldn't love like a cute toddler boy wearing this shirt? Like, oh, you would just melt seeing that. So it sounds adorable. The next item is the Make It Rainbow Mini Bead Kit. It's only $19. And, you know, the bead kits have been popular for so long. And then, of course, Taylor Swift kind of blew it out of the water with her friendship bracelets. But when it comes to bead kits, they're not all created alike. This one has the glam factor, and it feels a tad more glamorous than the others. It has lovely stones that really rival the real goods, and the strings easily hold a strong knot, preventing the beads from falling everywhere. And it even comes in a colorful and reusable eye-popping yellow box to store all of your newly created jewelry. So super fun.
The next one is a mini temporary tattoo. I don't know if you guys remember Lowly the love worm from Richard Scarry, but
So cute.
this is a worm with a heart at the end, and it's a playful way to extend the Valentine's Day spirit with these adorable tattoos of the Lowly love worm from Richard Scarry. They're not the normal run-of-the-mill temporary tattoos because they have really amazing, vibrant colors, the cutest designs, and they really last a long time. The company says they last for 2 to 4 days, but our personal experience, and so you need to plan ahead, is that they last way, way longer. So plan accordingly.
A little like henna, maybe.
Yeah. It's only $6 a package, so you can pick up some of their other designs as well. It's really fun.
Yeah, it does look adorable. The final item on our gifts for kids, the mermaid goggles, $29. Okay, these are adorable for the child who loves stylish gear or dreams about mermaids. It has this super cute cat eye shape and it's adorned with colorful rhinestone-like details. And this is the perfect poolside mermaid magic. It has UV protection and an adjustable strap that's red. Honestly, the little girl who gets this is going to be wearing it around the house like all day when she gets it. It's so cute. So cute. Okay, so let's move on to Valentine's Day events. There's so many cool events in Chicago that you can participate in, whether with your spouse or your boyfriend, significant other, your bestie. And the first one I want to talk about, there are actually two events happening at the Langham Hotel in Chicago. If you haven't been to the Langham, it's one of the beautiful hotel properties that you can stay at. And they've got a couple events that's kind of cool. So the first one on the evening of February 13th, their Schwann Spa is having a girlfriend event, which we always love. They're hosting a bar class, which can be quite the workout. They'll be having a champagne toast after, which I think is so fun because who doesn't love a little bubbly after a workout or any time? And then they've got a gift from the spa that you'll be walking away with, and also a free cocktail at their bar in the restaurant, which is really great. And they do make great drinks there. So it's a really nice package. and you should definitely go online and check it out. The Langham is also bringing back their Alice in Wonderland Queen of Hearts tea the weekend of Valentine's Day. And the Langham, if you haven't been to one of their teas, it has one of the loveliest formal teas in Chicago. Beautiful and creative, and I know it's going to be spectacular because they always are. So if you're interested in doing a tea with some of your friends or your honey, I would get online and book a time because the tea dates are limited. And it's such a fun, cozy thing to do in the middle of winter. So, another spot that's absolutely fabulous for a Valentine's outing, and really people don't know about this, and we stumbled across this a few years ago, and it really was one of the most fun Valentine date nights. So, there's a place in Chicago's West Loop, it's called the Ignite Glass Gallery, and it's just a beautiful glass gallery. You can actually walk in and purchase things, and they actually have glass blowing classes. Well, they have this event during Valentine's Day. This year, it's the 10th through the 14th, and you can sign up with your significant other. And of course, you can do it with a friend as well. And you actually go there and you hand blow and design a glass piece right there in their studio. They totally help you through it because it is a little complicated, but it is such a cool experience and you learn so much about what goes into glass blowing a piece. You pick what you want to make. I think it's like a paperweight or a bowl or a couple of glasses. They have different choices. When you sign up, you'll see those. You choose your colors while you're there. And then the team there helps you with the design and the actual glass blowing, which is such a cool art form. And it was so much fun and it was really special to do it together and to also have a special piece that you take home with you that's memorable and so fabulous. And it's really, really, the items are beautiful there. In fact, a side note, they create, if you've ever heard of the restaurant Alinea in Chicago, they create a lot of the glass pieces for their servingware in at Alinea. So it's a really cool place if you've never been there. And honestly, I know you might not be from Chicago listening, but no matter what city you're from, there are so many cool things to do in the city. You just have to kind of dig a little bit and just keep your eyes open and try to look beyond the usual, just going out to dinner or, buying chocolates and flowers. There's so many cool things that you can do if you just take a little time to do that.
So the next one takes a little bit of effort on your part, but it is so, so much fun. I've actually done this. You get a list of where all the photo booths are in your city. And I actually did this. I Googled it, and all of these weird and exciting and fun places showed up.
So
And
the photo booth, just to like explain, like it's the place where you walk in with the curtain and you
yes,
take like funny a
yes,
strip of photos, right? Is that what you
the
mean? Yeah.
strip of photos. And if you're doing it with a group, only two people fit, but you shove 12 people into the
Right.
booth.
So much fun. Oh my God. This sounds
And
so fun.
it also brings out everyone's personalities, which is really fun. So the point is you stop in the little booth and you sit down and you take these pictures and then you're off to the next one. So you can grab a drink, a meal, a quick snack, and it takes you to places that you may never have gone on your own. But and then you take all of those little snapshots, the big strips, and you put them into a picture frame, and that's your Valentine's memory that you'll have forever. It's really special. I love it.
That is so cool. And again, this is a great idea to do in any city because they all have these different restaurants and places have photo booths. So, so fun. I love that idea. I definitely want to do that and maybe get like, I don't even know. It'd be fun to like rent a big car and get a bunch of people to just get driven around with like
100%, because especially,
cocktails on the
yes,
go.
I was going to say I forgot to mention it'd be nice to rent a car, because if you are picking up drinks, you don't want to be drinking and driving. And this way you can all be together, and you don't have to worry about anything except your best smile. It's really fun.
Love that. Love that. That sounds so cool. And I'm definitely going to figure out when to do that in 2025. That sounds really, really fun.
New bucket
I,
list, new
yeah,
bucket list.
exactly. I'm putting that on my list and it's going in my jar when I do it. I I always love doing something creative for Valentine's Day, and that is such a cool idea. And the other thing that's fun to do, really, and it's just to have some of your favorite people over, or even for just the two of you, just to host a small and special, cozy Valentine's Day. And it's really one of the things I love to do on the actual Valentine's Day. So, kind of go to some different events and do different things around the day. And that on the particular day, if you feel like staying in on a cozy winter night, you can have lobsters flown in, you can make some steaks, you can order in sushi, whatever your taste. Have some really fun Valentine's treats, a cute little Valentine charcuterie board, and it'll be a lovely evening. I mean, haven't planned that yet, but it's in the back of my mind because I love to do that every year. And so yeah, so there you kind of have it. I mean, we've come up with lots of ideas and we hope you've enjoyed them. There's so many fun ideas for February, and it can be such a dreary month, right? February with the weather being cold, and you can actually turn that month into a fun-filled event biz booked kind of situation. So take a little time to plan and execute and enjoy some memorable moments. So we both want to wish you a happy February, happy Valentine's Day, happy Hearts Day, and thank you so much for listening. We love all of your amazing feedback. Ricki, if you have any closing notes.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for listening and following, and just shout out to all the besties. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, and all of the gift items and events will be listed in the show notes. And we'll see you next time on Chatterbox Besties with Brenda and Ricki. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Hi, guys. Just to share, this podcast is solely presented for entertainment and educational purposes. We're your besties and sharing our perspectives with you. With love, your Chatterbox Besties.